Caleb didn't need to know that my sleep was so badly disturbed that I struggled to sleep every night, that my nights were so messed up I hadn't slept properly since Isla had left. "Is everything okay, Asher?" Caleb asked, and I could hear the concern dripping from his voice, like it so often does of late. "Eden said she has been worrying about you, that you just haven't seemed yourself since the rogue attacks began. She said you seem so distant, so withdrawn." I shook my head with a disgusted roll of my eyes. So they had been discussing me. Do they think that is acceptable? Yes, Eden may be his mate, and the lunar of the pack as well as my friend, but I do not need to be some sort of sympathy case that needs to be sat and discussed between them over their evening meal. I am fine. I am the pack beta, for fuck's sake. I focused my eyes upon my friend, a dark glare hopefully saying all I needed to. "Caleb, you may be a friend, but please, for the love of God, fuck off. I am fine. Tired, yes. Stressed, yes. We have been dealing with rogue attacks regularly until lately. We need to work on improving the pack, which is what we are working on doing. It doesn't come easily. It takes time. It takes energy and effort. So yeah, I am stressed and tired. Is that not my fucking job?" I snap, knowing I am already overstepping the mark talking to my alpha in that way. He knew I had lost my mate because of these rogue attacks too, so you would think he would have shown at least a little understanding. But I wanted to continue going. Needed to keep functioning, or else I had nothing. Caleb looks to me with a shake of his head. "Fine, go get showered. You look like a fucking state. We have a meeting in half an hour." A shower later and a couple of coffees down, and I felt slightly more human, or as human as a werewolf can feel on next to no sleep. "Right, Ash, we need to sort this shit out." Caleb's voice was sounding more than a little stressed out, telling me I was in for more than a fun day. "What shit now?" I asked with a deflated sigh. I am sure we had dealt with everything that needed doing yesterday. "Quit sounding like you are overworked." Caleb gave me a dirty look. "My dad's birthday party for a start. Plus, Eden is on my case about the teacher for school. We still need to replace Alois." I do recall him mentioning needing to re-advertise for a new teacher, but I had thought Eden may have dealt with that. Being Luna and a mother, I thought she may have wanted to be involved with those sorts of tasks. Evidently, I was wrong. As for his dad's party, I think he was more than capable of sorting out that himself, or his mum was. Seriously, is it my job to do everything around here? "And you are doing what exactly?" I question, feeling more than a little pissed off. "Alpha duties," Caleb says with a smug smile. Alpha duties, knowing him, would be sitting at his fucking desk with his feet up enjoying a coffee. Lazy fucker. Delegating all his work to me, I am sure that is all he does. "Well, I am sure your dad would rather you took a part in arranging his party, or even his wife." "It will keep you busy," Caleb said to me with a smile, and I knew then the reason why he was giving me the responsibility of the job. He was trying to find ways to occupy my mind. Something he had been doing since Isla had passed away. Something I did not need doing for me, yet something he and his mate seemed to find the incessant need to do. I truly wished they would stop. The loss of a mate is a pain like no other, but I did not need treating like I was broken, incapable of functioning any longer. "I do not need keeping busy, Caleb," I snapped, standing to walk from the office, needing to get away from my friend before I said something I regretted. "Ash, come on, please, I am trying to help." My best friend calls out to me. "Cal, come on, if this is about Isla. She's been gone nearly 7 years this year. I do not need keeping busy. I am doing that myself. I am beta, that keeps me busy in itself. If I needed help, I would fucking ask for it, okay?" I saw the concern on his face, and it did nothing but irritate me. The same concerned expression I see on the face of my other friends or my parents, the elder women in the pack, all feeling concerned for my well-being because I lost my mate. Worried I was falling apart, worried about my heart, my soul. I got tired of sympathy. I didn't need it. It did not bring back my mate. It didn't make me feel any better. If anything, it made me feel worse. "Ash, you aren't okay though. We can see that. You are withdrawn, you are angry, moody, isolated, borderline depressed." Caleb looks to me with worry. "That is your expert medical opinion, is it? Wasn't aware you'd been studying to be a doctor as well as being the pack alpha. I must have missed that, I said sarcastically, with a shake of my head at my friend, truly not wanting to deal with all of this right now. Look, if you actually want me to help with sorting your dad's birthday, you know I will. He is my uncle, after all. As for the teacher, I can put another job advertisement out, but we had no response last time. So I think we are going to be struggling with that, unless you want a look out of area. We may have to consider that if there are no available teachers within the local packs. Caleb agrees, and I know that would be something we need to consider as the necessity for a teacher was becoming urgent. I will sort the advertisement out again, but I will consider one for further afield too. I told him, hating the idea of strangers within our pack, but we want a good teacher for our school. That has always been the case, and unfortunately this time there is none within our own pack that have decided to train. Okay, and I am sorry, Asher. I just worry about you. Caleb comes and puts his hand on my shoulder, so I give him a friendly nod. I guess he means well, even if he irritates the hell out of me. I can't help the darkness that has clouded my life since I lost my mate, and I cannot make it go away. I have tried numerous times. It appeared it was here to stay. The only thing keeping me going was my job, my pack. They relied on me, and that gave me a purpose, a reason to get up each day. But the dark thoughts plaguing my mind and the mind of my wolf, Zion, were almost like a curse upon my being. They held me down, almost suffocated me, especially when I was alone. Yet I preferred to be alone. The pain I felt was almost addictive. There was no other way to describe it. I think I almost enjoyed the pain I felt. I enjoyed the darkness that lingered over me now. It was who I had become. The Asher I had been was gone. He was gone the moment Isla's life was torn from her. The moment she was torn from me. The young, carefree, happy joker always laughing and joking with pack members was long gone, replaced with a withdrawn, isolated, lonely guy who felt down most of the time. Avoiding interaction with pack members whenever he could, and now had a reputation for being moody and snappy. Gone was the happy, handsome beta, leaving more a moody fucking monster that nobody wanted to be around. I sat at the coffee table painting my nails when my brother Jordan came storming into the room. "What the fuck have you been doing?" he snarled at me. I glanced at him with a sideways glance. "Hi to you too, big brother." I smiled sarcastically, this being the first time seeing him since I had returned. "Do not big brother me, Bailey," he snaps, throwing himself down on the sofa next to me. "What the fuck did you do to Miles?" Was he having a laugh? What did I do to Miles? He says it like I attacked him, or pounced on him. He is the upcoming alpha, for fuck's sake. It is not like he is unable to defend himself. Though I should have known he would go running to my brother to tell tales. Stir shit like he always did. Make me look like the bad one. "I didn't do anything to Miles." "Why?" I asked, my heart racing a little already, wondering why my brother was angry over this. Had Miles confided in him? Did he know more now than he previously had? The thought of him knowing I had been short-tempered with his friend didn't bother me in the slightest. The fact there was no love lost between Miles, and I was well known, but what worried me was now Ellis knew of our secret. Would Miles have told others too? Because that was the last thing I wanted. Especially for my brother to know, and especially for him believing that I had rejected his best friend and our upcoming alpha. So why was he cursing you out when we were at training? Him and Ellis. They would not be doing that for no reason. A little odd when you had just arrived home, don't you think? I shook my head. Oh, that was because I was a little sarcastic this morning when I saw them in the garden, both acting like they were God's gifts. Bailey, they are the equivalent of God's gift to you and the rest of the pack. They are the Alpha's sons, of Alpha blood, the future Alpha. So why the fuck are you disrespecting them? Jordan's voice is booming with anger. Hey, what is all the shouting about in here? My mum called through from the kitchen, but she didn't actually come into the lounge to see what Jordan was shouting for. She would no doubt take his side. She always did. She thought the sun shone out of his rear end. Bailey doing Bailey things, being the social pariah she has always been, the failure to the family as always. Jordan says with a roll of his eyes, "A makeover doesn't change what you are, you know." I glared at him. And what am I, oh big shot beta over here? He widens his eyes at the fact I have stood up to him, when in the past I never had. Being away has made me change. It had given me confidence, and the last few times I had come home, I had avoided my brother as he was staying with his girlfriend or was away at his beta training. Who the hell are you talking to? His hand is suddenly gripping mine tightly. His claws slipped out, digging into my skin, blood now trickling down my arm. My wolf Akira was rippling beneath my skin. I could feel her presence coming closer to the surface, trying to help me heal the damage done to the skin that my brother's claws were causing. But I can also sense her anger at how he is treating me. As werewolves, we are taught to respect our family, yet my brother is not showing respect to me. Not that he ever has. You, I hissed, unable to get away while he had hold of me like that, and knowing that even if we're to shift, my wolf would not be able to beat my brother's. Well, I suggest you remember your place, Bailey. You may be beta blood, but you are still a nobody in the pack. Nobody cares for you. Nobody would notice if you were gone, so bear that in mind before you go shooting your mouth off at people, Bailey. Jordan says coldly, watching me with his dark eyes. And I see no love or care there for me. I hate that the man in front of me is my brother. I felt a cold chill at his words. They sound an awful lot like a threat to me, but I am not about to show my brother his words have affected me. I know nobody in the pack particularly cares for me, all because I never fitted in. I was never one of the popular ones, not like my brother and sister, all because I enjoyed studying. I became an outsider. But did that mean they would harm me? I shrugged, not willing to show him any emotions. You say that like I want to be here, Jordan. It isn't like I wanted to come back. I asked not to, but I was told to. Alpha said I had to come home. I told my brother sharply, and I saw his face contort in confusion. What? He did what? Like fuck the Alpha ordered you home. Miles said you begged to come home when they suggested you looked for work away, after your degree was done. Jordan says in disgust, looking at me equally disgusted, telling me that this pack were not being honest. I do not know why Miles told my brother that, but I know for certain I had been instructed by Alpha Marshall, Miles's dad and my uncle, to return home immediately once my degree was achieved. I had begged, yes, but it was the opposite of what Jordan suggested. I begged for a chance to look for work away from the pack, not wishing to return to the mundane life I had here, nor to the mate who had rejected me, but I had been told it was not to happen.